In this video, I'm going to explain division of the decimals. And dividing by the first step is dividing a decimal by a whole number. When we are dividing the decimal by a whole number, we are doing normal division, and we are like there is no decimal point here. Then we are adding to dividend decimal point as much as the decimal number has. So here there are one decimal digit, so we are going to add to the result one decimal digit. I'm going to explain that one now. 323.6 when it is divided by 4, the result is going to be equal to, now we are going to divide 32 by 4 and it's going to be equal to 8, and then 8 times 4 is equal to 32. When we subtract them, it's going to be equal to 0 and 0. Then this 3 comes down, but this 3 is not divisible by 4, so I need to get 6 also down. So when I get the second number down, I need to add 0 to this place. 36 divided by 4 is equal to 9. 9 times 4 is equal to 36. The result is going to be equal to 0. So at the beginning, I made one division like there is no decimal point. I ignored the decimal point. Then, when I found the result, I'm going to add decimal point to result. If there is only one decimal places, I have to add one decimal places here, and we should get the real solution. So for the second one, 0.0928 divided by 16, and the result is going to be, firstly I'm going to write the number here like there is no decimal points. 928 divided by 16, and I'm going to try to understand what is the result here. And I know that in 9 we don't have 16, so we are checking 92. In 92 we have 5 times 16. 5 times 60 is equal to 80, it's going to be, and the result is 12, it's going to be. And in 12 we don't have 16, we are getting 8 down. In 128 I think we are going to have 8 times 6, it's going to be 48. 8 times 1, it's equal to 8, which is we had 4 also in our hand, so it makes 12. So 100, yes, it's 8 times it is, we found that's true, and the answer is going to be 58. So 928 when divided by 16, the result is 58. But when I write 58 here, I cannot write directly 58 because I have 1, 2, 3, 4 decimal points. So I have to add 1, 2, 3, 4 decimal points, and I have to write the result like this. Okay. Now I'm going to divide two decimal number by decimal number. Here the logic depends to one of them, and which is dividend. We are going to try to make it whole number. When we are doing this one whole number, we are going to do the same operation on the other side. Let me explain what I mean. If I divide 1640 by 0.08, pardon, 16.40, if I divide by 0.08, I have to move for the, firstly I'm going to make this one whole number. I have to move for making this one to 2 unit right. Then this point 1 and 2 unit, when it comes right, the number becomes 8. And if I move this one 2 unit right, then I have to move the second one 2 units right, and the question becomes 1640 over 8, and that's equal to 205. And I'm going to do the same operation here. Same operation here. 99.015 when it is divided by 14.35, I'm going to move, for both of them, I'm going to move 1 unit right and 2 units right, because this becomes a whole number. Then the question is same with 9901.5 divided by 1435 it's going to be. Then we are going to do like there's no decimal, and we are going to get the normal division. Then we are going to get the decimal point to the result. I got my calculator here, and 9,901, and I'm not going to write the point direct. I'm going to try to divide with 1000, divide by 1435. The result is going to be equal to 69. But here I'm going to write 69 here, but there is a decimal point. That's why I need to count 1 decimal point from right to left, and I need to put the decimal point, or I will show the proof here to you. If I do with decimal point with our calculator, 9,901.5 divided by 1435, the result is going to be equal to 6.9. and in the other one it's going to be classwork for us. Okay, now when we divide by power of 10, when we multiply by power of 10, we were moving to right side. The decimal point, we were moving the decimal point to right side. Here we are going to move the decimal point to left side. When we are dividing, we are going to move to left side. So if I do some exercises here, 12 point, it's given here 12.8 divided by 10. So 1 unit, if you move left, it's going to be 1.28, or 325.6 when it is divided by 100. There are two decimal, there are 2 zeros here. That's why we are going to move the 2 unit left the decimal point, and it becomes 3.25 and 6. Here when you divide by 1000, it's going to be 3 zeros. It means that your number, it's going to go 3 decimal unit to the left. So if it is 0.75 divided by 10, I'm going to write 0.75, but one more unit, it goes left, so it becomes 0.075. and 52.1515 over 10, it means that there is only 1 0. That's why we are going to move 1 decimal point, so it's going to be equal to 5.215, and 16.8 divided by 100, this point, it's going to move 2 units. It's going to move 2 units, right? Because there are two zeros we have here, so we are going to move 2 decimal unit to left, and then it's going to be equal to 0.168.